Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari. Okay, so I'm just going to keep people down for a while. Just do this something a little different here. And then later on, come up. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari. Let's see here.
Bluetooth. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just so you know, I'm keeping everybody down for a while. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I'm bringing everybody up again. Whoever wants to come on can come on. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There she is. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari. Jesus, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga. Tom, if you want to be lifted up, the way to do it is chant and let the Lord lift you up from within. That's the best. That's why the Lord got people to chant. He wanted people to chant. So don't only do it that way, okay, we're all lifted up by hearing, but also by your own voice. That's what you get here, is the ability to chant. So you got to practice. You can't just go in these habits of always doing writings and all that. You got to do like we're doing. We're being lifted up by our chanting. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda. And praying, it's hearing, chanting, remembering, and praying. Pray to the Lord to be lifted up. Pray that He's lifted up in you, actually. Radha and Krishna. Yeah. And they come, they reciprocate. It's a relationship. Do some deity worship now. Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya. Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya. Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya. Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari uh, uh, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Continuing on from yesterday. To silent Krishna, she again said, "Oh, beautiful girl." Oh, beautiful girl. Oh, beautiful girl. Oh, beautiful girl. Uh, you have come to us. Please introduce yourself. Know that we are all your close friends. Oh, girl with a bowed face, what do you fear? Of what are you ashamed? Putting on a show like an actor, Krishna sighed and turned his face and remained silent and pretended to be distraught. Then Radha said, "You must truly suffer, otherwise you would not act like this. O girl with the lotus face, please tell me about it. Trust me, I will try to help. By telling your secrets to a friend, you will extinguish the painful flames in your heart. Telling your secrets, telling your secrets to a friend, you You are now separated from your beloved. Are you now separated from your beloved? Are you now separated from your beloved? Are you unhappy to see his vices? Are you unhappy to see his vices? Do you fear he will not forgive you of your sins? Do you fear he will not forgive you of your sins? Did wicked slanderers lie to him about you? Or does your heart now hate your foolish husband? Have you fallen in love with another man? A wonderful man. A wonderful man. A wonderful man. A man You cannot attain. Amen. You cannot attain. For this reason are you tormented, as I am, by the harsh words of your superiors. O slender girl, perhaps your heart was wounded by many arrows of harsh words from a co-wife, blind by drinking the Madeira nectar of seeing a small part of your good fortune. O slender girl, perhaps your heart was wounded by many arrows of a harsh words of a co-wife, blind by drinking the Madeira nectar of seeing a small part of your good fortune. But that is not possible. Who is more glorious than you, more gloriously anointed with the fragrance of good fortune? Are you the goddess Mohini, whom the Vedas say came to enchant Lord Shiva? O girl with the moonlight face, O girl with the moonlight face, whom have you come to enchant? If Krishna glances at you from the corner of his eye, Kamadev will certainly attack him. He will be enchanted by you, and you by him. That will be a great wonder. Noticing when he heard these words, Krishna placed the upper cloth. Noticing that when he heard these words, Krishna placed his upper cloth over his limbs, where the hairs now stood erect. Radha said, "Oh, my friend, are you tortured the bodily pains, by the body's pains? Is the pain in your chest, along your back? Is it a headache?" Vishaka, quickly bring from the house the costly oil my noble father affectionately sent, the oil named Akula Maya Satana, the cure for all diseases. Now I will make good use of it. With this oil, which is my father's love for me personified, I will personally massage the limbs of this girl with the beautiful eyebrows. I will drive away all her pains. I will drive away all her pains. And oh, my friend, when I will very gently and expertly massage your head, then I will very gently and expertly massage your head. I will bathe her with the very warm water scented with fragrant medicines. I will remove her anger. I will make her lotus mouth splendid. I will make it blossom with words. I will make it blossom with words. So true. Huh? Yeah, those who get bhakti understand this. Lolita understands it. River understands it. Yeah. Otherwise, there's no blossoms. You need devotion, the mercy of bhakti. If after I worship her with sweet words, helpful actions, and unconditional love, this girl keeps her bitter face, and I will not, and still will not speak, then she is only pretending. If after I worship her with sweet words, helpful actions, and unconditional love, this girl keeps her bitter face and will not speak, then she is only pretending, oh my friends. It's like the devotees, they're worshiping Radha and Krishna. See, they're worshiping, and so um, if their countenance doesn't change and transform, they keep that bitter look, harsh, or their words are harsh, not merciful, not like a Jesus, not like a Lord Caitanya, not giving mercy. No, it will give you austerity. See, pretender, they're lying to you. See, you can fool the world, but you can't fool Radha and Krishna and those who understand this language of love, real love. Many people, see, they can't, the bitter look is because of the austerities and all of this. They haven't felt that touch, transcendental touch of devotion. It just softens everything, makes everything like butter and easy. Everything becomes easy. So that's how you know who is a pretender. That's not what the pretenders need to know. They think often they don't know they're pretending. Yeah, they don't know. This is the highest truths in these stories. It's amazing. Any girl whom I treat with these divine medicines given by Dantavatri will become healthy, cured of all diseases of body, breath, mind, and senses. Any girl who I treat with these divine medicines given by Dantavatri will become healthy, cured of all diseases in breath, mind, and senses. If I arrange that the king of the forest massages her breasts with these lotus hands, she will smile, talk, and sigh. Her splendor will make us all laugh. Yeah. Yeah, you see, that's how that's. Let me read that again. That was very, very deep stuff, man. If I arrange that the king of the forest massages her breasts with his lotus hands, she will smile. See, she arranges this. See, she arranges our ability to meet with Krishna. See? Without this devotion, without that massage of devotion, see, then we can't really meet with Krishna. Krishna remains hard, hard chanting, dry chanting. So we need Radha's mercy. Then the girl. See, a lot of devotees they don't like emotions. This is a problem. Whether you're a man or female, if you're really adverse to the emotions of bhakti, especially, yeah, then you'll never really meet with Krishna. You just stay hard-hearted. Yeah. So that's why Radharani is a little hard to understand. People they don't know who and what she is. Hearing these words, Krishna secretly smiled, a lotus smile, slightly pushed aside his curly locks and cloth veil, and slightly lifted his bowed face. In a woman's sweet voice, Krishna began to speak, like a chakora bird. Radha drank his words without stop. She and her friends were filled with wonder. He said, I am a goddess. I live in the heavenly sky. He said, I am a goddess. I live in the heavenly sky. Please hear, O girl with a beautiful face, why I have come to you. I am unhappy at heart. Oops, yips. I lost. I am unhappy at heart. Who but you can tell me what I yearn to know? He said, I am a goddess. I live in the heavenly sky. Please hear, girl with a beautiful face, why I have come to you. Uh, I am unhappy at heart. Who but you can tell me what I yearn to know? Boy, again, that's like coming to the devotees. Who but you can tell me what I yearn to know? It's like Veda Vyas. He came to a devotee, came to Narada Muni. Well, Narada Muni came to him when he called out. See, that's when Guru will find you when you're ready. Yeah, it's just that's just how kind of how it is. Who but you will tell me? What was it? Read it again. Yeah. Who but you can tell me what I yearn to know? Yes, I am a goddess. I live in the heavenly sky. Yeah. And so yeah, the lordships, they live in the heavenly sky. See the heavenly sky above. That's why you see Krishna has to raise up. Our consciousness has to raise up. And it's raised by association of devotees. See, it's lifted. We need that association. Otherwise you stay in the material consciousness, and you can't appreciate these subtle things. Yeah. Yeah, you want to say something there? Go ahead. No, no, no. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. So yeah, and I am unhappy at heart, and that's you basically have to come to that stage. Unhappy at heart with whatever you're doing. It may be satisfying for a time, but then it just gets boring, or it's not really fulfilling, and then you move on. And fortunate is a person who moves on where you're moved to this place. That's why the devotees have, and the Lord, they have to come. They have to come and meet the people, because you know how long it would take to meet them? Nobody, especially in Kali Yuga. Yeah. They have to go out and meet the people, because people don't even have the qualification to meet them. Yeah. They have to forcibly like chant the holy name out loud. People they don't have the qualification to do it. See? They have to forcibly preach these deep truths to the devotees, because they don't have the qualification to come forth and even ask to be taught. See, this is the nature of Lord Caitanya and his mission and his desire. Whether people ask for it or not, he's given it, because the father knows what's a benefit for everybody, and once they get a taste, then they will pursue it. Isn't that what happened? That's what I say, stick around long enough. Yeah. Then Radha said, when you say I am a goddess, you do not lie. Then Radha said, when you say I'm a goddess, you do not lie. We accept that you are. Oh, then Radha said, when you say I am a goddess, you do not lie. We accept that you are. What human girl has peerless beauty like yours? O girl with the autumn-like face, lotus face. When I made various guesses about you, I was only joking. My heart is sincere. I meant no offense. Yeah, if this is a little confusing here. Oh, then Radha said, "Aha!" It switched to Krishna, but didn't say. I'm going to go into this another time. I just want to read a little bit that prayer of Lord Brahma from Srimad Bhagavatam. What chapter were you reading there this morning?
Chapter 14, Guru Maharaj, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10.
Oh,
Chapter
something happened here. Private chat. Oh. Lalita, what chapter were you reading there in Srimad Bhagavatam?
Chapter 14.
You're muted. Are you muted? Maybe it's
No,
me. No? Okay,
no.
let me see. It's me then.
You muted me, maybe.
Uh,
14. 10 and 4.
okay, go ahead there, Lalita.
Chapter 14, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one sentence that you didn't understand, but it was a good one.
Well, it was the language.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's
the language.
Chinese.
Yeah, the language. Yeah, but it was one of my favorites, actually. have a lot of favorites in here.
Now
You
it's
know,
yours. It's yours now.
yeah, isn't it nice to have a lot of favorites in devotional service? And a lot of favorite devotees too. A lot of favorite friends. That's why we play favorites. You got to see favorites. See, because we've got a lot of favorite devotees here, favorite friends. You know, favorite means favored. Comes from the root favored. And really, you become a favorite of a devotee when your devotion awakens, when you're favored by Krishna. Yeah, that's how it is. People can't understand these things. It seems selfish, and what do you call it? Like a clique, you know, like a clique. But that's just how it is. It's the nature. Mother Yashoda, when she saw Gopakumara was that Krishna favored him, then she felt very drawn and she welcomed into the family. Yeah. River, actually, there's a lot of relations here. You know, River quoted this thing of Prabhupada that nobody can understand, really. People like it, but they don't understand it. They think
Shamagori sent this, yeah. Shamagori sent this.
Shamaguris.
Yeah, she sent it in chat to me as well. It's very difficult indeed.
What's difficult?
To understand that.
Oh, yeah, to understand that. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, to see the material world, to see the material world as divine, and the self-realized soul sees that. But how does that show up? How come they see it and nobody else sees it? And why is it not acting divine to everybody if it's divine? Why are people being slaughtered by Maya, illusion, misdirected, misled, and everything if it's divine? In a sense, it's like a paradox. And so basically, um, Maya is only here for the souls that believe in her. They have faith in her. She's, whether they know her or not as Maya or whatever it is, they have faith in her servants. They have faith in those who represent illusion. This is how we get out of it, is by developing faith in the real devotees who speak conclusive truth, who write conclusive truth. This starts to bring us out of that Maya. Um, Otherwise, so it's like, do you have faith in the words of God that come through the real devotees and through their speaking, through their writing? Or do you have faith in Maya that comes through her devotees? See? She's got devotees too. They're very devoted to selfishness and self-centeredness and false identifications and all of that stuff. See? So the people of the world, that's where this fight is too. This fight is between good and evil. What are the good and evil doing, really? When you look at the leaders are fighting for the supporters. They want supporters, the masses, to help them win the fight. See? So you notice, isn't that what it's about? Aren't the elites or whoever those guys are fighting for control over the masses of people? They're fighting for them. They're fighting to control them. And then the the good people, or the demigod types, the people that are, they're a little more feeling more connected with everybody and wanting, there's more or less selfishness there. There's still some, but still less. They want to fight for the masses too, to get them on their side. So they're thinking, the more people you got, the more power you got. See, the more energy you can use to win the fight. See? So that's kind of what's going on. And and there's another thing. The devotee who has realized the real essence is not looking to capture the people, to get energy from them, to to do their activities or to fight or to win the war. See, so it's a different way because they know. Oh, look at these. There's not enough energy in all the people in all the universe to equal tapping into Krishna, because of all that energy is in him. See, and nobody knows. Well, very few people know how to tap into the source like this. See? So that was a secret of the Battle of Kurukshetra, which is symbolic of Arjuna choosing Krishna and the small army, see? Because he ended up winning the war, and because if you look for the might is in the numbers and all of that stuff, then you're fooled. That's also part of Maya. That's why the mode of goodness isn't strong enough. You don't have a clear enough realization about what's really going on. The devotees effortlessly win the war. It says, Haridas, just by his chanting and relishing, tapping into Krishna and Radha, tapping into the name, relishing that, he held back Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga was was is like a dam, couldn't come forward. Simply from one devotee chanting like that, and there was a whole bunch there. What do you think we're doing? Chanting like this. Are we going out? Think, well, let's go join a militia and out there and fight the government. Biden was right. He said he laughed at it. He said, "You guys think you're going to fight us? We got the bombs, man. We got nuclear bombs and all this stuff and technology you don't even know. You think you're going to have any thing? They have these energy weapons. They fire it in a crowd of the militia and they scatter everywhere. They can't do anything about it. Nothing you can do. Robots super powered robots that you can't take down with your little toy guns. If you fight that way, that's why the mirror. You got to go to the miracle man and woman. See, miracles happen. In the battle of Kurukshetra, miracles happen because Arjuna was dependent on Krishna. He couldn't even fight. He wasn't even inspired to fight until he got connected with Krishna. See, inspired by that word. He couldn't even fight. So that's why we got to be inspired by the word of God, and that's why the chanting is really wonderful. When you and you got to spend time also chant. It's good. You got to hear also, but also you got to chant. You want to be, because what if the devotees disappear? You're left alone. What are you going to do? You have the name, and you're attracted now. You've practiced chanting, so none of us, we shouldn't neglect practicing the chanting. Because especially now, who knows what will happen. But at least if we have the name and ecstatic chanting, like I can see Lalita will probably be all right. Just open her mouth and there they are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, I'll read this chapter 14 a little bit. Again, I don't want to spend too much more time on here, because I still using my internet. I have to wait for everything to come. 3?
It was verse number 3 that you wanted to read.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, verse number 3. So those who, even while remaining situated in their established social positions, throw away the process of speculative knowledge with their body, words, and mind, and offer respect to descriptions of your personality and activities. There's so much in this. I can't even go over any. I mean, there those who even while remaining situated in your established social positions, because I get this question again and again and again. Do I have to leave my position, or do I, what do I do? I can't leave my position because I got to work. How can I still make progress? I say the same answer that Brahma says over and over again, because that answer in that verse is here, is available, is attainable, is accessible. You don't have to leave your social positions. You just keep your faith on what we're doing here, because what we're doing here is transcendental. This Sangha is a transcendental manifestation of the Lord's mercy in this world. Man. It's time not to dick around and beat around the bush. His special mercy. The Lord, if you just do your job and everything, whatever that is, just to survive or whatever you got to do, but you keep your heart faithful on what we're doing, Maya ain't going to touch you. Yeah. Maya, is thinking, oh, my whole job was to bring you to the devotee. Even Jesus said the whole job of everything you've done was to bring you to the devotee. I always we all repeat the same thing over and over again. When you find real guru, inspired by that true Lord, until people get it, until one person gets it and another person gets it. They don't represent Maya. They represent Radha and Krishna. They represent God. People have different words for Radha and Krishna. They represent that supreme Godhead in this world, the transcendental potency. And just by having faith in where that transcendental potency is acting, oh, it's very powerful. Look at Shama Sundari. She can't come all the time. Because of her faith in what we're doing, Krishna stays around her and protects her and powers her, everything. That's as it should be. Yeah. And then you do the best you can with the equipment you got. You hear the best you can. Not everybody can hear what I'm saying clearly. Yeah. Yeah, it takes time. It takes a while. Ask River. She was, it took a while, she got to work through things and all that stuff. Yeah. So you could stay in your position. Okay? But dedicate okay, let me just slowly do this verse. So oops, wrong thing. Throw away the process of speculative knowledge. So people, if they will just admit, and this can come by staying here long enough, you'll see, wow, look at these devotees are really ecstatic, man. They've got the path of prema. And look at me. I have all this faith in my own understanding, but it doesn't work. It hasn't got me to this point, and they've gotten to that point. Well, how do you do that? Well, you gotta, just start letting go of speculation by hearing truth. Hearing these verses. Oh, see, like speculation. Oh, I thought I have to do Vaidhi my whole life because Prabhupada said so. You're speculating, my friend. You just don't understand the meaning and the purpose of Prabhupada's preaching and actions and understanding. See? Give up your speculation. Come over and listen, and we'll tell you where Prabhupada wants to really have you go. Quickly. how to realize quickly. See, and so if you give up the speculation, you just hear from the devotees when, and you gradually become confident that, oh, they really know what they're talking about. I can have faith in their word. Their word really works. Their word is really like the scriptures I really believe in. Can you imagine the power that you're going to get over Maya? Her job is just to get you to believe in her because you haven't taken shelter of the devotees of the Lord or Krishna through the devotees of the Lord, the by mediums. Then her work is finished in that sense. It's like, oh, okay, you're where you should be. You've got the sum total of all my teachings is just to drive you away from me towards the devotee who has realized the whole ball of wax. That's why Maya lays her hands off the devotee because she's part of the family. She's part of the Maya is a servant of the Lord. See, she does the work of the Lord. This is the thing. People think, oh, the devil, I hate you. I hate the devil. See, the devil is, they got hatred in their heart still. Yeah. Devotee, I just say, it's like, well, I don't hate Maya. Why should I admit? I just say, hey, man, it's your, you don't have to believe in her. She's lying to you all the time. She's a murderer. She murders you. That's what she does. I don't have any hatred for, that's her work. Her work is to incarcerate and jail souls, condition them like they want to do. You can tell who's serving. The CIA and everything. They want to condition people, right? They want to control them. And this is serving in Maya in a very dark level. To do Maya's bidding, even though it makes your brothers and sisters suffer so much. Can you imagine? You don't think that's darkness? Your brother, you're going to kill people. These Bill Gates and Fauci's, they know they're killing people. They know. Listen, they know. And they lie with a straight face. Ooh, such hypocrisy. They're all, Trudeau and Susan, they know what they're doing and they do it anyway. They know untold people are going to suffer and die and be miserable. And they do it anyway. That's why you see David Icke calls them what? Psychopaths. That means you have no empathy for others. That's very demoniac, my friends. So yeah, so that's kind of how it is, but this is Maya. This is, you can bond with Maya and go to darker and darker places. Or look, this is, we're offering here. You can come and bind. What do you call that? Binding. Bond with Krishna. That's what we do here every day. We're bonding with Radha and Krishna, getting more and more deeper into this, more and more attracted, to the point where we don't want to let go of those two. See, and we call them. You get this is the effective stage. We call, they come. We ask to be lifted. They come and they lift us. It's like calling for the lift, calling for lift. They even have, you call for lift. There's a car service. You call them up, they come, right, pick you up, right? Can you imagine? Wouldn't you like to have this lift service with Radha and Krishna? This is what we're doing. We call the lifts. We might as well call them a good new name. We'll call them the lift. Hey, Radha and Krishna, we need a lift. Are you available? Oh yeah, yes, no problem, man. Come and lift the devotee up. Tom's looking for a lift. Yeah, right? You want a lift? See, lift, all these words. That's why, in a sense, Maya represents the divine, because in her, even though it's the shadow of the truth, is the truth. You can see it. The lift, lifting the energy, Krishna rising in the heart, you all this. People need to be, they need that lift. They need the lift of this. See, Jesus said it, when I'm lifted up on a pole, see, that's when Krishna is lifted up on the pole in the body, the Kundalini energy lifted up on the pole. See, I will draw all men unto me. See? You got to be like that, man. Yeah. If you're not like that, you're not, you can't do much for the Lord. Not that much. Not you can't engage in this savior work. Saving souls and stuff. No, the Lord's got to be lifted up in you. Otherwise, you won't even be interested. You'll be interested at best in religion and rules and ceremonies and all that. Yeah. So the rest of the verse here, let's at least get this. Yeah, just throw away the process of speculative knowledge, and with your body, words, and minds offer respects to the descriptions of your personality and activities. And that's why you hear them first from the devotee. Because when you're giving respect by speculation, it's kind of watered down. It doesn't have the same power. So you hear from a devotee and you're purified of these speculations, these misunderstandings and misconceptions you've got from your father and your mother and your teachers in school and your teachers in religion. They don't really know clearly. These gurus don't know clearly. You know why? Because we're proving it. You guys are coming here and giving up your speculations and hearing here, and your prema is being lifted up. This devotion to Krishna is being lifted up for you into your awareness. And you're becoming deeply attracted to the narrations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, deeply attracted chanting his name. Shows you need to hear these narrations. It probably says that. Huh. See. Yeah, which are vibrated personally, by you personally, and by your pure devotees. And when his pure devotees are vibrating these, it's the Lord doing it through them. That's when you got a real guru, a real spiritual master, not the the fake out, not the imitationist. You need somebody that Krishna is actually speaking and proves it, because you look at the verses and then you finally understand them. And you see, and you can say, yeah, they're really, this is what it really means. Yeah, the meaning is really clarified. Yeah, because only the Lord can do it. He clarifies it for the devotees, right? Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy. I give them the understanding. Loving ecstasy. I give them understanding. And so he gives that to the devotees and they give it to you. And you become like them. And then you pass it on like them. It's like the bird, The bird sits on I was, my friend next door, she was watching this bird, dropped an egg in the nest. See, safe nest. It sat on that egg. Protected it, because there's a lot of animals and other birds. They want to come and eat that egg. She had her butt right on that egg, man. She was going like this with like a mother does, warming that egg up. And then when she needed a break to go exercise and go get some food, whatever she had to do, little birds do, the father came and sat on the egg. That egg was protected then till it hatched. And then they still protected it. The mother and father did not sit on it, but they were out there watching. Either the father and mother were watching, make sure that, and they were bringing it food. See, this is Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. Bringing it food, the right food for it. See, so hearing these narrations, you get purified, you get rid of your speculation, and what happens then? This love of God. Let's see what happens. See, all these verses always saying the same thing. They're trying to show you the fast path. Man. Everything you look at is the same teaching. Which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees, certainly conquer your lordship. See, certainly. Now, wouldn't you like to have a certain path? A path of certainty? Everybody has an uncertain path in this world. It's even uncertain you follow the rules and regulations of Prabhupada and the ceremonies there. It's still uncertain. Even Prabhupada said it's uncertain. Because that's neophyte. If you're still a neophyte and you can't relish transcendental mellows, because you haven't found this path, which quickly gets you there, and you're on the many lifetime paths of those stern Vaishnavas promoting the difficult path. Yeah. Forgot my point. Let's look at the verse again. Yeah, conquer your lordship. See, finally, you conquer your lordship by this. Certainly conquer your lordship. Certainly. See, certainly. Now, don't we all want to be certain? Wouldn't you like to find a certain path where you're certainly going to attain the Lord? That's why it certainly works here, doesn't it? People certainly get very quick spiritual advancement here. And it grows and it grows and it grows. So Prabhupada said it's uncertain if you just Lord Caitanya said the same thing. Said if you just follow the rules and the regulations and the ceremonies, and you don't develop your taste for these narrations, attraction to the name and the pastimes and qualities, you're laboring fruitlessly. So a lot of people are dying in the Krishna consciousness movement. They just got this material sentiment. Oh, well, this is Krishna and it's Prabhupada, and he's going to save us. And oh yeah, okay, yeah. But have you got shiksha? Are you understanding the path clearly? And most don't. They die without that understanding. See? Fortunate is those who don't die and come and listen here, because this is an empowered situation. You will certainly realize Krishna quickly. You will certainly conquer the Lord. How do you know? Well, when love of God awakens in your heart, you've conquered the Lord, because that means Radha is giving you the mercy, and Krishna just runs. He's just, what do you call, part of the equation. You get devotion, and then Krishna comes running. All of a sudden, then you can savor Krishna. Krishna are these narration. This is him. This is his transcendental body. Lord Caitanya said Krishna is the book, Srimad Bhagavatam, and all these books are the book incarnation of Bhagavan. See, Bhagavan. But you need Radha, devotion, the power of devotion to understand and relish it. And you get it by dedicating your lives to these narrations vibrated by a real empowered devotee. Forget about Krishna coming. It'll be about 420 million years. And then you will certainly conquer the lordships. You understand these things. You'll understand Maya Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Gora Tattva. How many tattvas do you want to know? You'll understand them all. You just look at them and the Lord talks to you. He's your Shiksha Guru after all at that point. See, like Bivamanga Thakur. But you see, he went through the process. Even at a prostitute he considered his best guru. And he was initiated by a guru also. You see, you got to go through the process. He was lucky. He went to Vrindavan and somehow or other, he got Krishna. Sometimes it happens like that, where you get the special mercy of Krishna to instruct you like that from within. But it's also without, because you need those books, man. You need those books. Yeah. Or Krishna will start writing them through you or something. Somehow or other he'll get it out. Yeah. So here's the verse again. Yeah. Otherwise, you are unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. Isn't it funny that this is all in Prabhupada's books, and nowhere does it say here that Vaidhi Bhakti and doing the regulative devotional service, you're going to attain Krishna. It says this way, you'll certainly attain. That way there's some doubt. A lot of people leave. They leave, But if you really get deeply attracted to Krishna, why would I can't imagine leaving now this path. It's too juicy. It's too easy. It's too comfortable. Hey man, if you find it, the shortcut, why not? Take it. The people might say, they ain't fair, Gore. You took the shortcut. Well, you can also just come listen here, take the shortcut. No. I just want to be in this mean thing, because I want to take the long way, because my Guru Dev is illustrious and he's the successor for Prabhupada. And he taught you guys it's going to be many lifetimes. I'm going to go that path because I'm stupid. But look at me, I've studied the Vedas and I'm Guru Dev now too. But I'll never take the title Srila. Oh, no way. I'm just a teacher, but I'm a guru. I'm a teacher, I'm a guru. What am I? I don't know. But it's not for you to know. I got devotion, but I don't show it. I got devotion, but I don't show it. Or I do have it, I don't have it, I don't know. I can't even prove it to myself. Never gets out even when I'm alone. Ooh, that's a good sign. So this is it, man. This is the path we teach. Ramananda also taught it. That was when the Lord rejected all those things. He says, well, if one gives up their speculations and hears from a real devotee, a realized devotee, who has realized the intimate relationship with Radha and Krishna, and just hear from them, one will very quickly get spontaneous love of God. That's where we are. See, that's what we teach here. That verse from approach from so many different other verses saying the same thing. They're all saying the same thing. Mars Parikshit's activity of sitting his skinny little butt right in front of Mars, Shukadev Goswami, and listening to the self-realized soul reveal all these confidential things is the same as this verse. See? Bali Maharaj listening to Vamana Dev, even at the, poo-pooing his own guru, saying, hey man, you're adverse to Shuddha Bhakta. I'm going to listen to Vamana Day. And Prahlad, Prahlad listened to also. See? Conquered his lordship. Became the doorman of Bali Maharaj in hell. Now, how would you like to have a doorman like that? We have such a doorman here. If you're one of these little demons kind of infiltrating in here, the Lord will do something about it. He'll either convert you into a devotee or boot your little booty out of here. You notice? We had a little spy come the other day. I thought he was serious, but no, I knew he wasn't, actually. Came from the other camp. Our enemy's camp. and he come here and say, and I knew it how he was glorifying things. Oh, glories to the devotees of the Lord. That's always an indication. Never apologized. I was sorry that I went, over there. Say they don't. They're spies. Don't worry, we'll get the spies even. You see how it all plays out here, all the pastime, even from Krishna Lila. The little demon spies, they came in to act like the cowherd boys, We get them here too. Don't worry, we won't throw them out. We'll start grabbing them and getting them purified. See, my dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. So what kind of devotional service? The Vaidhi, the rules, regulation? No, this one, the one he just said in the previous verse. This is real devotional service. This is the real process of devotional service. Even liberated souls like it. Even if you've attained Krishna, you'll like to sit and hear from devotees. Something special about it. It's the best. So pure devotional service. And this is pure devotional service. You want to be like the example? Well, let me ask you guys out there in Vaidhi land. And I'll address all of you and all of you sanghas out there. Gaudiya Smita, Gaudiya Math, ISKCON, those on the outside of ISKCON, the Ritviks. Do you want to be an example like Maharaj Parikshit, like Bali Maharaj, like the wives of the Brahmins who associated with the real devotees, ecstatic devotees? Well, you can do that. Otherwise, you're some other example. That's why it's longer. This is the certain path. You want the certain path? Come here and listen. And you'll see, you'll willingly give your speculation away. You realize, oh, that didn't work. That's not a very good idea. I thought it was a good idea to go to gurus who haven't self-realized Krishna, and that I was going to attain Krishna by going to gurus who haven't realized Krishna. Hey, no, I got my logic back by coming and listening. Oh, what is this? I'm spending all my life going to gurus who say they're manjaris and all this stuff, and that they have this and they're holding back and everything. But I've never seen, and I still don't feel it. I come listen to Gohari a little bit. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe. Why don't I just go who somebody's demonstrating what Lord Caitanya demonstrated? They got love of God, and they're getting love of God here. Duh, maybe this is the right thing. See, we'll kick in your little logic. You'll be able to think straight, and then you'll start doing it on your own. See, you listen here, you become as good as Guru in the right way here. You notice? Or maybe even better in the right way. Because you'll never be thinking, oh, I've surpassed my Guru, I'm so great. Let me kick it away now. I'm the illustrious one. Devotional service unto you is the best path for self. Anyone who gives up that path and engages in cultivation of speculative knowledge will simply undergo troublesome process and will not achieve his desired result. And that's people have done that here. And they dry up. You can see it, and they can't see it usually. They just stay dry and they start saying things like Mahavir goes around saying now, actually, there's no bhakti in this world. Unbelievable. There's no bhakti in this world. And they have a group where they compose all this intimate poetry about Radha and Krishna. It's useless. So many useless things. Useless. I don't want to read such poetry. But people with the big false egos writing all this poetry about Radha and Krishna, and they think they're so great, and they don't come and associate with real devotees who have the actual feelings. They just have in their mind, they compose nice verses, intellectually, but they don't have the feelings. Well, when you get bored of doing that stuff, maybe in some lifetime you'll get this. Prabhupada disciples are the harder nuts, the early ones. They kind of keep running back to that stuff. Why? I don't know. Yeah, you know what it is? They want to be teachers. It's really strong. They want to be the guru. That's what it is. When they don't understand what it means to be the guru. See, Lalita understands how to be a guru. She's a guru, perfect guru. You can't get a better guru than her. She doesn't have to try. She's not a wannabe guru. She even says, I don't want to be a guru. But she is a guru, just by your example, right? She shows the path. Isn't that the whole point of preaching? Show where the real friggin' path is, the easy shortcut. And you do that because if you don't practice it yourself, you don't follow it yourself, you can't show others the shortcut. This verse is the shortcut. I'm just explaining the verse. So I'm just, like, hey, man, let's read this map really good and clear. Let's get this really clear, what's really going on, what Lord Brahma is really trying to teach us. And let's follow that. Very simple. So that's being done here. See, what you read and what you hear is what you get. Now, isn't that refreshing? Yeah. Otherwise, what do you got? All hypocrisy. My Lord's Maya, she's such a hypocrite, man. Lie. We'll keep you safe. We put you in the biggest danger. I'll deliver you to Vrindavan, but they can't and don't. You can see that all here. Who's in Vrindavan, who's not. Okay, so I'll stop here for a little bit. Thank you very much. I feel like I need this rest a little bit more. Any comments or questions before we leave? No? That's good. Haribol, everyone.
Brilliant, Maharaj. Oh my God, so clear.
Yeah.
So beautifully explained, so real, so attractive, so wanting, so receiving. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you.
Isn't it? See, that's the example. The relishing. That's guru. Is to show like you're like Arjuna. See, you show the quality. Arjuna listened to Krishna. If you got a real guru, it's like listening to Krishna. If it isn't, you don't have the real guru, man. See? And you'll be like Arjuna if he's the real speaking to you real things, confidential things. Yeah, and you've been purified. You want to hear. You relish this. It's like, oh, these are great, fantastic. Okay? Because that's how it is. Just the verses are beautiful. You get the urge to actually glorify them too. It's so fantastic. You want to share that truth with others. And if you don't do it, nobody else will do it. And everybody they'll be bamboozled. They'll be unclear because there'll be these people speaking them, but they have material motive. It's religion, and they see they'll tell you, oh, do these other things, but it's not the same. So that's Guru. This came from Arjuna, the same kind of mood. Oh man, this is fantastic. What you're telling me, this is really great. So clear. See, you say the same thing. It's always the same. Real disciples are all one. They're all the same. In that way, once you're in the effective stage, anyway. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you later. Hare Krishna.